everyone. I thought I would do this reward and recognition section just a little differently this time because I felt that I couldn't really put in writing how I felt around the successes and the outcomes that we've produced over the last couple of months. Now, without labouring the situation that we were in with COVID-19 and the challenges and all of that we actually had, we did find ourselves in a situation where we were really challenged and we had to do some very untried and untested things to keep things going. But what I want to do is recognise each and every one of you for the efforts that were placed, because many organisations we know simply closed up shop and are still sitting back waiting for better times to come before they actually start doing anything. What we did was take this opportunity and perhaps had to really rush in and learn some different things around how to use technology and what are the other alternatives we have to taking people on outings. Whilst that was a challenge in itself, we also did it. And as a result, we actually produced some really great results. So I thank each and every one of you for that. What I want to do is just call out some other individuals where, again, the outcomes and the actions that they took were truly outstanding, and it's very much backed up by the client feedback that we've got and the outcomes that we're also experiencing. I want to start with Megan Barata and also Elise Mather, who are the program coordinators for our domestic assistance, individualised support, and also our transport services. Again, no secret that they had to start work in the middle of COVID, meaning that our office was shut down. And so they didn't even meet a lot of their teammates until afterwards, a few months later actually, and also then had to build, recruit, develop new teams, working with some new and untested processes to be able to get things up and running and deliver services which all of a sudden were in higher demand than ever before. People wanting shopping assistance, wanting domestic support was even more critical and important during COVID. So from the 1st of June, we were ready to get going. And for the financial year of 2021, so from the 1st of June through to the 30th of June 2021, we had a target and budget of 150 clients. I'm pleased to report that we're now 5 months into this and we already have around 120 clients already on that service. So that's been an outstanding result. What's even more outstanding is the client feedback that we're getting through in regards to not only Megan and Elise's efforts, it does also include the support workers that are coming through. But when you think about it, Elise and Megan are the first point of contact for our clients in this particular service. So they're really going to set the scene as to what people's impression are of us as an organisation. Now, for someone to put in writing and to make phone calls just to let us know how impressed they were with the service they received is a big deal. I know plenty of times I've thought to myself, I really must go and let that shop owner know with the service that I actually got, and quite often I don't stop to take the time to actually do it. So I respect when people have taken the time to let us know how great that was. And so we've actually received that many times over the last couple of months, to the extent that I'm even nervous taking those phone calls because I know that they've set such a great expectation with our customers that now every interaction they have with GCAS, they've got a very high standard in mind. And I think that's really important for us to understand that we've got workers out there who are doing a sensational job in promoting our services and getting our clients excited about what we do. So really important that every interaction that client has with us is one that they expected and what was actually established and set up by both Elise and Megan. So really want to recognise where they've got this service to, and to the degree where we don't really have too much more to go before we've actually reached the budgets that we were given to then go and deliver on these services. I also received a letter of appreciation from the Reverend Leonard Ena of the Syriac Catholic Church, and this was in recognition of Safwan for his contribution to the local community with their engagement and participation in the Drive Time program. Now, this community are mainly out in Fairfield and Wollongong, which is the major settlement areas of Sydney, or New South Wales for that matter. And so Safwan has really impacted through running the Drive Time program the engagement that our refugees have within their community, which also then leads to the integration to the community, but then their chances of gaining employment by getting their P1 license are more greatly enhanced. But to receive this recognition from such a high member of the community was what really stood out there. So for, again, the Reverend to take his time to let us know how appreciative he was of SAF1's efforts, I think is a great recognition for SAF1. And if you're new to GCAS, the Draft Home program does run in Sutherland Shire as well, with a smaller degree of participants. Very successful program, and one that we know will continue for at least another 12 months. It can be lonely when you're guiding and in charge of the Chinese groups. And I think we all recognise and know the effort that Kathy Chen puts in with this particular community. Now, the Chinese groups have not necessarily returned after COVID at this point in time in regards to outings and activities. However, Kathy has really been run ragged, I guess would be the term for it, in regards to supporting these clients through individual support. It's nothing for Kathy to be supporting these clients by going to Centrelink with them, by being the main contact through My Aged Care, so that she can make sure that these clients are getting the services that they actually want. So she really gives that individual support to them and is available at many hours of the day to be able to support them. Now, this client group, not only Sutherland Shire, Kathy does support those living in St George. And again, she really does set the tone to develop a strong base of clients who, when they've got many choices for providers of their aged care, that they choose Guyme each and every time. And then word of mouth then means that we have even more clients wanting to come to the organisation. We know that that's actually been through the efforts of Kathy. So I really want to recognise Kathy for what she's actually been able to do and the way that she had to really change, I guess, the focus on groups and outings and activities and turn that into other services that were greatly needed over the last couple of months. Kalpna and Jenny Kay were the two people that, again, I was inundated with compliments and requests to keep our seniors active social program going. Now, our first cohort, so our original funding was that we had budgeted for 30 people to participate in an 8-week exercise program. We know that by June 2021, we will have about 120 people going through that program rather than 30. It has been so popular, the budgeting or the money had actually been extended, but the take-up of that program is what is really being something that stands out. And we know that it actually is due to the efforts of Jenny and Kalpna in providing an individualised service to those clients wanting to participate. We've tried a few times, me included, in programs where we know that wellbeing and health is really important to our seniors. However, we can build it, it doesn't mean they're going to come. All of them off active and social have been. They've been recognised by their partners, they've designed the program, they've gone and chosen the facilitators, and apart from the clients, the facilitators have come to me, really telling me that this has been the difference between the success of the program or a program who's just been so-so. And in fact, if anything, they've actually created some issues for us because we know that people who have completed the program want to keep going. They want to keep the exercise sessions going. They've been telling their friends, the members of the public now want to come into it. And we know in 2021, we are faced now with the problem around how we're going to complete registrations, how do we keep on top of this so that we can streamline it and that we can actually get through it with as little effort, I suppose, from us around the administration part of things. But it's been a hugely successful program and one where we actually are looking for public recognition for. So not only just in the community sector, but when it comes to seniors' health and wellbeing, we believe that there's a lot of learnings that others can take from us if they want to build similar programs that are successful. Now, not anything I've spoken about was possible without having the leaders behind them. And so we know that Jenny Gray and Rita also had to lead these teams, also through COVID, also through the vulnerability of that, and also not really knowing what was actually going to happen next. So no good teams are going to be successful without having strong leaders behind them. So I would like to recognise them for that as well. And I look forward to 2021. We all think that 2021 is going to be better than 2020 because how could it be any worse? So let's hope that we're right with that. And I think without some of these challenges, And with the base that we now have, we've got confidence, we know that we can work through these challenges, then I think we can be producing even better results for our community and also for ourselves as we go forward. I also want to recognise the fact that whilst we took really great care of our clients, you as a team took really good care of each other and really made sure that you stayed connected and reached out to those who perhaps just need a little bit more support throughout these really hard times. So I'm looking forward to celebrating more formally with you at our Christmas function on the 16th of December. Hopefully you've let Katrina know whether you can come to that or not. So if you haven't responded, then please do. It will be a great chance for us to meet each other and also have some of our teams mixed together, particularly those who haven't actually done that previously. Otherwise, I wish you farewell. I hope you enjoyed this section and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the newsletter. Thank you.